Hey boys, welcome back to some more Broncos rebuild career mode here. It's round 3 of the season. We've started out like a house on fire. The Panthers up top of the ladder there. Warriors also, a couple of wins. I think the Raiders, couple of early wins. So yeah, we've got some different teams occupying the top or near the top of the ladder this year, which is good to see. Taking on the Melbourne Storm, which is yeah, I'd say it's our toughest assignment so far in this career mode. So, hopefully we can continue the good form. We'll look at their side. Xavier Coates, obviously new recruit. Nick Meaney also. Cooper Johns they've got coming into the halves with no Jerome Hughes for some reason. Might be injured, might be suspended. That's the only thing I can think of with no Hughes there. I would say Hughes is the Storm's best player consistently. Maybe, playing their best games. Pappenhausen, Munster, you'd probably say slightly, higher ceiling. But I think Hughes has just consistently been their best player for a couple of seasons now. This man, though, Pappenhausen, is not the man you want to have a scattered defensive line on a kick return. And, it's touching. He's been pretty consistent as well last couple of years, and he is just going to absolutely tear us to shreds. That is, that's a bit of the Broncos of old right there. The defensive line was just not where it needed to be, and Pappenhausen is going to convert his own try to make it 6 points to zip early on in the contest. It's a bit unfortunate. What can you do as the big shot comes in? Massive hit. Payne Haas picks up the loose footy, and the pace for the big man is going to be able to outstretch the. Thankfully it wasn't anyone quick chasing, but Payne, he's got some acceleration off the mark, and thankfully for us, like I said, I think it was I don't know who the lock is. It was a name I hadn't heard of before, but couldn't catch the big man, and a couple of not lucky tries, but a couple of tries against the runner play, I guess you would say, and ours coming off a defensive big hit, which is all. It's very satisfying. There's nothing more satisfying than like a big shot and a ball spilling out and scoring a try. That's the pinnacle of rugby league right there, dude. As the kick goes up, Selwyn Cobbo nicely takes that, not under too much pressure. It was a dangerous kick with the goalpost and the crossbar in contention, but very well watched there from Cobbo. Is a quarter of the game gone here, or just over a quarter actually, but Solomona goes straight through the big man off the bench. Very, very dangerous, and I'm not going to talk about his vaccination stance too much. All I'll say is footy players not taking the vaccination, just absolute morons. Let's be real. These guys are just dumb as doorknobs, dude. But that's all I'll say about that. As Corey Oates is going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Thwart. That wasn't the word, but we'll go with that. He thwarts another high kick there as we do survive. So the Storm, they scored one against the run of play. Same with us, but other than that, we've been pretty solid in defenses. Kobe Hetherington gets through here. Coming off the bench for us, he played a lot of starting middle with Pat Carrigan being out injured, and honestly, I was very, very impressed with young Hetherington, as I didn't really want to pass it that far at the pack on the inside, but yeah, Hetherington, I really like him. He's just a hardworking player. Not too much flash in his game, but very good defensively, strong hitter. That's the type of players I like to see, and he was a definite shining light that came through last year. It'll be interesting to see what they do with him, because obviously Carrigan is going to come back and maintain that 70, potentially 80 minutes in the middle, but we'll see. As a long pass, Jesse Bromwich must have come just on the field, and that's gonna take us to half time here. So 6 points apiece. Both teams completion's okay. It's wet weather footy. Both teams' attack has been a little clunky, I would say. Defense has definitely sort of been the main showing in this contest so far. Is a beautiful ball across the face. Katoni down the sideline, gets it back to Kurt Capel. Capel pinned the ears back, son. He gets it onto Herbie Farnworth in the corner. That is a silky try right there. Farnworth finishes it off with a little bit of brilliance there in the corner. But again, I keep talking about it, and we score. I mean, that's like the third try in 3 weeks now, with that face ball across, getting Katoni Staggs on the outside of his man. Too much speed off the mark, just burst through, and again, this play is on off. It's absolutely mucked up right there. I don't know what that pass was, but that's the play right there. It's a beautiful play, as we got the blind side. We had the numbers, but unfortunately, Capel and Katoni just weren't on the same page right there. It's going to be fifth and last, halfway out here, as Albert Kelly goes for a little sneaky dummy, trying to catch a few tired forwards out of breath, out of position. Couldn't quite, but a nice kick into the corner at the end of it. Is nice little switch of play here. Katoni again getting one-on-one, beats one, gets it onto Herbie down the sideline, puts it a little chip and chase. He takes it off the rebound, gets the ball back, it ricochets, and Katoni is going to score his second try. It was a little bit of pinball action in amongst the bodies here, and I mean, that's brilliant though. That's brilliant stuff. It was great work. Katoni started it. He finishes it. You know, you just got to get this man one-on-one with a sliding defensive line, and it's shut the gates. It's try time. But we had some work to do. The kick was a good one from Herbie. He's got some skill. That's why, I mean, having him on the wing is tough, because, you know, you want him to get involved, but I think at the moment it's the best case. Is nice bit of play here. The Storm trying to fight their way back in late in this game. Chris Lewis finally gets their second try off a nice little offload. But yeah, that try we scored before, it was beautiful. The kick ricocheted a little bit, but then the offload, I mean, the offload was a risky one in terms of actually working, but it ricocheted off one of the Storm players, and then Katoni, he's always hard at the footy, and he wasn't going to lose that race to the try line. So 16-12. I mean, the Storm are back in it. You can never write them off, and we've been the better team, but it does come down to the last couple of minutes here. All we have to do though is just play patient. Don't play anything silly here. Brandon Smith tries a little sneaky run there. Had an offside marker, but couldn't quite get through. It was a nice little inside ball. That was dangerous. We had a little bit of gap up the middle there, and Papenhuyzen doesn't need too much, but we do shut it down. So nice win against the high-flying Storm. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.